Hi.
Hey,
Where are we?
we're at the University of New South Wales Law Library.
And what are you doing here?
I'm actually about to head off for a presentation about a research proposal I've done.
Can we come?
Yeah, sure.
So, what are you studying?
I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Criminology and Criminal Justice.
And what is criminology?
Criminology is really interesting. It's really broad and you get to essentially look at the making of law, the breaking of law, and how society reacts to crime.
And crime prevention, what does that term mean?
So crime prevention is one of the really big areas that we look at. It essentially looks at why someone might commit a crime and how we can prevent people from committing crimes in the future.
Why might someone commit a crime?
There's heaps of different reasons and it's a really interesting problem to try and solve, but there's lots of different psychological, sociological, economic and social cultural factors that might contribute to someone committing crime.
So tell me a bit about the course specifically. What do you do in your first year?
Yeah, so first year you get a really nice broad overview of criminology as a discipline and the criminal justice system while beginning to develop your research and analytical skills.
And then second year, what's that year about?
Yeah, second year you develop those research and analytical skills more through doing qualitative and quantitative research methods while also getting to focus on specific areas of criminology that really interest you. For example, in my second year, I did an elective on crime and the media.
Elective. So what kind of electives could someone pick between?
Yeah, there's heaps of electives that you can pick. You can pick Indigenous perspectives in criminal justice. You can look at young people who may be incarcerated or incarcerated persons generally, as well as explaining punishment, which is really interesting.
And what about your third year? What do you do there?
Why don't you follow me and I'll show you.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
So in our third year, we get to actually do a research project based on a topic that interests us. I decided to look at e-cigarette regulation and the effect that that has on the use of e-cigarettes by young people.
Interesting. So tell me a bit more about the project.
Yeah, so currently in Australia, it's illegal to purchase e-cigarettes under the age of 18. However, recent studies have shown that there's actually a really high rate of use by young people, and they find it really easy to access these products. So in my project, I looked at different regulatory approaches across countries and compared that with the rate of use of e-cigarettes by young people to see if there are any trends or similarities or differences of e-cigarette regulation and the use of e-cigarettes by young people.
So which countries did you choose to do a comparison between?
Yeah, so I chose 6 countries: Australia, Norway, Canada, Uzbekistan, Poland and England, to look at the different wide range of spectrums of country regulations.
And were there any trends?
Yeah, it was actually really interesting. So countries that had stricter flavour and nicotine regulations actually had a lower rate of e-cigarette use.
Interesting. So what are we looking at? What's on the board behind you?
Yeah, so this is an outline of the research proposal that I did for this course earlier in the term. And it has my research question, the aims, and then you kind of have to discuss about what currently is happening in this area for the research. And then in my final report, I implemented my methodology, which is like a recipe, and got to compare and contrast all these different policy approaches across countries to then kind of think about how Australia could solve their problem of use of e-cigarettes by young people.
And so where to from here? What do you think you'll do when you graduate?
Yeah, so next year I actually have a grad job in financial crime at an accounting firm. So I'm going to do that.
And what do other criminology grads do when they finish?
Yeah, honestly, a whole range of things. I've got friends who are going into policing, doing security, policy, advocacy, working with young people in the criminal justice system. Honestly, the opportunities are endless and you get a really good broad range of career paths from your tutors here as well.
Well, thank you so much for the tour. It's been so interesting. We'll show ourselves out.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks. See ya.
Bye.